Everything is starting to come to a head in the Alabasta arc. I'm currently watching and reviewing every episode of One Piece, so if you're interested, make sure to follow. Ace has now departed from the Straw Hat Pirates, leaving Luffy a little bit of paper that's completely blank, but he says it's going to lead them to each other one day, and the next time they see each other, they will be top-ranking pirates, which, I mean, is just super exciting. I wonder what this piece of paper is. Obviously, it means something. We'll get to learn eventually. It could be a long time away, but we will. And the thought of them both being top pirates the next time they see each other is also super exciting. But Ace is a really great character. I can't wait to hopefully see him again one day. I'm sure we will. There was a lot that happened in this episode. First of all, we got to see a bunch more members of the Baroque Works. We got to see number one for the first time, who's this really intimidating, massive dude. And he actually fought with Bon Clay, which I thought was pretty crazy. And Bon Clay sort of got the better of him. Bon Clay is so insanely eccentric. Like, he makes everybody else look sort of normal. He's probably, out of everyone in the Baroque Works so far, he's probably my favorite character. He just has the most personality to him. And he's just fun to watch. He's batshit insane, it feels like, but he's great to watch. And we also got to meet Mr. Four, as well as his partner, Miss Merry Christmas, I think her name was, and Miss Double Finger. I'm not sure who partner she is. It must be Mr. One. She must be the partner in Mr. One. But yeah, we got to meet 1 through 4 of the Baroque Works, which I think was quite interesting. I'm hoping we get to see them in action soon. I'm sure we will. And they've been tasked with meeting up with Crocodile. So, you know, they're going to see him for the first time ever. They've never actually met him. They've never seen his face, like 99% of the planet. They don't have no idea who he is, what he looks like. So, you know, this is a pretty big deal. That means something big is happening, and we know something big is happening. And I don't think it's going to be long until Crocodile launches his big plan to take over Alabasta and do everything that he's planning to do. It's quite interesting in the Baroque Works at the moment. I feel like these people are sort of still competing with each other to get a higher place in the Baroque Works. So when, you know, Crocodile does make this country that he's planning to make, they could be in a higher standing. You know, it doesn't feel like they're all very friendly with each other, which, you know, makes sense. But besides all that, we saw something absolutely heartbreaking in this episode, and that is Toto, you know, Koza's dad, in this episode, in the town of Yuba, this town that he essentially created with his son. He's in an absolutely terrible state. The town has been destroyed by sandstorms and, you know, drought and all that sort of stuff. It's absolutely wrecked, and he's the only one there. The rebel army have left to go somewhere else, and he's the only one that stayed back. He's digging for water, essentially, and he's absolutely withered. When Vivi last saw him, he was quite big, quite a tubby guy, but obviously happy and living well. And when she sees him and recognizes who it is, he's just withered. He's absolutely like skin and bones, essentially digging for water, crying, and like pretty much begging for help, saying that he believes that the king would never ever betray this country, and he's actually right. But of course, the rebel army believe that the king is the one responsible for all these problems. But Toho, this whole time, is sticking by the king's side, so you got to respect him for that. But it was really heartbreaking seeing him in this state, and Vivi's reaction to it. It really does go to show the devastation and the issues that Alabasta is going through, all due to Crocodile, this terrible person. I mean, Toto is a broken man at this point. He's lost pretty much everything. He's lost his son to the rebel army. He's lost the town that he built. He's lost faith, probably, in his country, although he does believe in the king. I imagine there's some semblance of doubt there. You know, he's lost food, water. He has nothing, and he's on his own. It's genuinely super heartbreaking. But I think seeing Vivi has given him a slight glimmer of hope. And at the end of this episode, we actually do see Koza speaking about the fact that this is their last attack. This is their final, you know, attempt in order to protect their country. So they're going to be attacking the king, I'm sure, soon, in the king's army, and trying to sort of, you know, resolve the issues of Alabasta, which they believe, I think, is due to the government, due to the king. And even though they don't believe they're prepared, as Koza said, they don't have enough weapons. They have no choice now. They're running out of food, water, all that sort of stuff. So absolute chaos is about to ensue. You know, Crocodile's about to launch his big plan by the sounds of it. The Straw Hats are heading towards the rebel army, and the rebel army are heading towards the king. So like I said, everything's coming to a head now, and I feel like it's all going to go crazy soon. So I'm really excited, and let's keep it going.